And welcome back to Comic Frontline, everybody. I am Brant Fowler, aka the Gonzogoose, back with you for another Futures End review. My personal final Futures End review. This is Aquaman and the Others Futures End #1, written by Dan Jurgens with pencils by Sean Chen, inks by Mark Irwin, and a cover by Yvel Gitche, Jason Gorder, and Gary Henderson. This is a continuation from Aquaman Futures End. It was a two-part story as the dead king Atlan comes back and wages war on the land dwellers. Basically 5 years in the future, Aquaman had brought Atlantis into the Apocalypse War, and it cost them everything. There was part of their land that was uninhabitable, another part was in ruin, and Atlantis itself was in ruins, and Mera had taken over and Aquaman was cast out. In the Aquaman part of the story, Aquaman was captured by Mera, taken prisoner as Atlan and the forces of Atlantis went on to attack the land dwellers. And that's where this issue picks up, with the others getting involved as they try to combat against Atlan, and they're getting their butts kicked at first, and then Aquaman manages to get out and goes and helps them. Minor spoiler alert, so if you want to fast forward just a minute, the key of this is one of the Other's grandsons. He takes up all the Atlantean artifacts and becomes the Other, so there is only one by the end of the story, which is kind of a neat little way to wrap it up. That ends the spoiler. Art was sufficient, not quite as good as the previous issue. The writing and the story in general, this part was weaker than the first part. I think I really enjoyed the Aquaman one. I think I gave it a 4. I don't remember, maybe a 3.5. I don't. You can go watch that review. But for this one, it was a decent story. I like the whole culmination of it. The others I'm not that big a fan of, but the way that it played out with there being one, the way it played out at the end, it was kind of neat. And it kind of gives you an insight into what could happen down the line if the New 52 continues. We'll talk about that on the live show tonight. But for this issue, I think I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 5. Decent story, decent art, nothing that blew me away, but it was a nice little wrap up to that first part of this Aquaman story, and it did continue kind of from, it does have that tie into Futures End because it heavily references the Apocalypse War, and these are the ramifications from that. So you know, points for that as well. So 3.5 for Aquaman and the Others Futures End #1, and that's going to wrap up this review and my personal contributions to the Futures End one-shots right here on Comic Frontline. Check out all the other reviews, all the other Futures End reviews, and all the other video content that we do, haul videos, live shows, Media Madness, etc., etc. Check out comicrelated.com, comicfrontline.com, and zone4podcast.com. All together your #1 source for all your comic news, reviews, podcasts, and so much more. And until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.